Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you know me, you should know that it is time to have your best YouTube experience. Welcome guys to my channel. My name is Chisimdi Nzotta and I'm a lifestyle YouTuber living in Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome guys. So today I am going to do a continuation of the video I did at first. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the processes of applying for a UK student visa. That is to say, the processes of getting admission and applying for the student visa. Okay, if you've not watched the first video guys, the link is up here to do so. Do watch that and return to watch this one. Remember that I say that you have to apply and get admission. You also have to research for schools that meet whatever it is your expectations are for education in the UK. Now apply to more than one to increase your chances of getting admission. After you've gotten admission, they may give you a conditional or unconditional offer. If you have an unconditional offer, good, beautiful. If you have a conditional offer, they're going to tell you please submit, like they're going to tell you what you have to do for them to give you an unconditional offer. In some cases, they may ask you for reference from your school. They may ask you for your WAEC, like proof of English. They may ask you for your first degree or whatever it is they ask for. It's dependent on your personal journey and the school they're applying to. So after you've gotten an unconditional offer, the next most important step is to get CAS. You guys, do you know the sleepless nights that is dependent on CAS? CAS will determine if you will move forward or if you move backwards. It will determine if you will proceed or if you will have to chill. Okay, CAS is what we call confirmation of acceptance. It is with the CAS, the information in the CAS, that you are going to apply for your visa. So without your CAS, you cannot apply for your visa, which means that without the CAS, you cannot move forward. Okay, so after you've gotten admission from the school, they have to give you CAS, and before they give you CAS, you have to meet some requirements. If you do not fulfill these requirements, you won't proceed. So in some cases, even if you've paid for your initial deposit and you don't meet the requirements for your CAS, they will have to refund your money. So guys, you see, like these UK universities, yes, they want to be paid, yes, they want your money, but they also are very ready to make a refund, wire your money back, because in most cases, I guess that they have like a lot of people applying. So why do you think you're special? Okay, so anyway, they're going to pay your initial deposit. Some schools, they ask you to pay £1,000, some £2,000, some £5,000. So that is to say you have to make an initial payment from your fees. So if your fees is say £12,000, and if the deposit is £2,000, you have £10,000 left to pay in your tuition. So yes, you have to make your initial deposits. Now after that, you have to meet the requirements for CAS. In a lot of cases, the requirement is that you have to do your TB tests. If you're coming from a country like Nigeria and other countries, but I know for Nigeria, you have to have a test or a certificate that shows that you do not have TB, like that is tuberculosis. So you have to go in and do that test. As I said in my first video, Nigeria makes everything hard for you, okay? So to get an appointment date to do your TB test is a problem. They'll ask you to go to their website and book an appointment. But in my case, when I went there, in my time, you will not see a date. No date is free, like nothing is working on the website. Then you have to send an email, like a lot of process to get an appointment date. I eventually had to go there. I went there in person in Ikeja, and then I had to write my name manually. So why do you guys ask us to book online when we can't even actually book online? I went there, wrote my name, and when they wrote my name and all of that, so that same day I got an appointment for the TB test, which was over 2 weeks later. But I didn't mind. I was not in it, it aligned with my timeline. So guys, you have to pay 57,800. That was what I paid for. And then I went on my appointment date. They gave me a time as well. I went in there and did my TB test. After doing my TB test, I also went the next day to pick up my result. That is when I got the certificate that I did not have TB. So I uploaded it for my school. Tick, one step ticked. The next step is that you need to submit a bank statement showing that you have the rest of your tuition and you have the cost of living in the city your school is in for at least 9 months. Okay, so that is to say that after you've paid your initial deposit, there's still like some fees left now in your tuition. You didn't pay everything, so you have to like have that whole amount in your account. You also have to have the cost of living for 9 months. There's a figure for if you're going to be living in London, it's more expensive. If you're living outside London, it is cheaper. If you've paid all your tuition, you don't need to have it in your account because you've paid. And most schools, they give you a discount, like a 5% discount or something around that figure for paying everything in full. So anyway, so you have to submit this bank statement to show that you have the entire money for your tuition, like your remaining tuition after removing the initial deposit. And you also have the money to take care of yourself for 9 months in the city that your school is in, okay, either inside or outside London. Now, that money must have been in your account for 28 consecutive days. So if a part of it was removed before 28 days, it does not count. So you can have that amount, you can't have less than that amount, but you can have more than that. So in Naira, it could be 14 million, it could be 12 million, it could be 10 million, it could be less than that. It also depends on your school, how much you paid for your initial deposit, which does not, like, it's not going to be in that amount, and the cost of living in the city that your school is in, that is inside or outside London. So you're expected to submit a bank statement that shows that this amount has been in your account for 28 consecutive days. So if you pay the money in your account on Monday, you have to wait for 28 days before you print your bank statement out. So you have to like be calculative. If you're like, if the deadline is in 10 days, you may not meet up. So you need to have done it like 28 days before the deadline. Anyway, you print out this bank statement and also submit to the school. These are among the requirements to get CAS, but it's different from like different schools, but this is like the general requirement. So that bank statement, they're going to verify that it is correct and all of that. Now, the next thing that you need to do is also like to pass the Pre-CAS interview. Now, in this interview, it's like an interview between you and the school. They're going to ask you questions like, why did you choose the UK? Why didn't you choose other countries? Why did you choose your course? Why not other courses? Which schools did you compare? Why didn't you choose them? What are your future plans? So after this degree, what do you hope to do? After you graduated from the university or from your first degree, what have you been doing in that time? How are you going to sponsor yourself? How are you able to sponsor yourself? Do you have relatives in the UK? Do you have family in the UK? So anyway, I'm going to ask you these questions to know who you are, what your journey is, where you're headed, and to just ascertain that you're someone that they want in their school. If you don't pass the interview, you can proceed. Even if you made your deposit, they will have to send it back to you. In some schools, they'll give you a second chance to take the interview. In other schools, it's just one chance, okay? So yeah, like there are people who don't pass the interviews, and as a result, they can't move ahead. Like it doesn't matter if you have paid like all your tuition. So yes, it's another step you have to take to pass the Pre-CAS interview. However, I'm going to do a video about the whole Pre-CAS interview, how to pass it, because I was able to, like, I passed mine. That is why I've gotten to where I've gotten right now. So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to like do a video to like explain to you. I could actually have visa now, so I'm going to do a video to explain to you like the whole Pre-CAS interview, how to like answer all of that, how to like go through it. So generally, guys, to get your CAS, you need like to prove like the TB tests, the TB certificate. You don't have TB, statement of account, money in your account for like 28 days, pass the Pre-CAS interview. There are also a few schools that don't do Pre-CAS interview. I think like very few. And what if you like have other things you need to meet in your offer, you also have to have met them, okay? So when the school has gone through all of these things that you've done and submitted, so when they've gone through all of that and they are sure that, oh, satisfactory, they're going to offer you your CAS. However, you must be applying before deadline. Even if you meet all this and then you're applying near or after deadline, they may have to like defer you till the next session. Also, some schools, yeah, they will tell you that, oh, sorry, we've given out too many CAS, we can't give you CAS at this time, we're deferring you. So it's better to apply way ahead of deadlines. After you've like gone through this and they offer you your CAS, now it's time to proceed to your visa application. Now for your visa application, you also need to decide, are you doing priority, which will be ready in like 5 working days? You get a decision in 5 working days. Doing priority does not mean you will get or not get visa. It's just the timeline. Are you doing super priority, which is going to be like earlier than that, or are you doing standard application? Now you go to the UKVI website and make your application. You're going to submit documents like your CAS, which is very, very important. You're going to use it rather in your application. You're going to submit your degree, the TB certificate, the statement of account you used to get your CAS. You're going to submit it again, and other documents. It depends on whatever your application is. Do you have dependents? Because you can travel to the UK with family. Say if you have like a child or a spouse, you can apply to go with your spouse. In that case, they will be your dependents. So the documents you apply for your visa application depends on your personal journey, but it's often your TB test, your certificate from your school, your WAEC, your previous work history. They won't ask for that, but it's better to be ahead and put your previous work history so that you are not going to get a non-forward email, guys. And yeah, just a bunch of other things that you need to submit. They'll tell you in your website when you're ready. Now after your application, it is time to wait. You guys, the wait is so hard. Mentally, physically, it's draining. It is draining, but there's nothing you can do. You have to wait. In some cases, yeah, your application is going to go longer than what they say it will be, because there are a lot of applications. Okay, so you need to wait and track your application. You can go to the website and track where your application is, or has a decision been made. Have they received your application? Has it moved to the time when you can pick your passports? Like, you can track all of that. You can also pay to send them an email and ask them, what's up with my applications, guys? Waiting their call. So they'll tell you if a decision has been made or not. They can't tell you the decision. They can only tell you if it has been made or not. After all of that, you will be asked to, when it's like decision has been made and your passport is ready, they will also tell you and send you an email to tell you, oh, come and pick your passport. So you go to wherever it is you did your biometrics. If you're not in the city, you have to pay for courier services, DHL or whatever, to pick up your passport and deliver to you. That is when you see that you have or have not gotten the visa, like your visa application has been or has not been successful. So yes, it may sound super fancy, but it's like a lot more draining than I'm making it seem. You get, like, just be prepared, just like be hopeful, because the thing is that I've worried a lot in this application, but now that I have the visa, I cannot unworry. Do you know that I can't unworry? So eventually, in most cases, it's going to be like successful if you do the right thing. So if you worry and then it's finally successful, you're going to unworry the worry that you worried. It's not going to happen. So yes, it's going to be like stressful. Like it's sad that it's going to be stressful, but it's going to be definitely worth it. People have done it before you. People have done it. So I mean, why can't you do it? So yes, it's draining. Yes, Nigeria will make it harder. It's hard, yeah. The process is not easy, but Nigeria will go ahead of you and make it harder for you. However, it's actually doable. I am going to make a video explaining the financial implications, like the whole cost, a breakdown of like what it costs to apply for, get admission, and finally arrive, like finally get to, like, just the financial implication of applying, get admission, and going to the UK. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend my video to other people. Do not forget to subscribe. There's going to be like a lot of content like this. Also, I'm not always like this serious, okay? So there's also going to be like chilled lifestyle content. I also put out content about career and growing your career, especially as a freelance, as a creative, a freelancer, or someone who is passionate about not settling, about having more, because you deserve, like, there's so many opportunities out there. Why would you not be interested? I also do like laid back videos. You guys remember my bald head? You guys love my bald head now. I'm bringing that back as well. So guys, please, I want to get monetized this year. Thank you so much guys for watching this video up to this point. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to subscribe and like this video. Till the next video guys, bye.